Okay, one last thing that I want to show everyone, because this is so important and because it's done wrong maybe as much as it's done right. Remember when I said that you may have to tie a perfection loop because you've ruined the welded loop in your fly line? Well, this is how it happens. So I've got two ready to go here. One for one, one for the other. All right, and I have two loops in this is the end of, this is the butt section of your leader. So on this side, I'm going to show you the wrong way to do it because it's important that you see this, and this is where we're going to want to get a closer shot. So I have my leader and I have the end of my fly line, and I'm ready to go fishing. Now, where I'm talking about is, so Missy's rod is ready to do that right now, where we're at. So she pulls the line out, pulls out at the end of her rod, and she reaches in her pouch and she gets out her leader. And now she's standing there and it looks just like this. Here's the mistake. Here's the wrong way to do it. And I'll show you why, because you will want to see this. If you take the leader loop and go through the fly line loop, and then you put your leader line or monofilament back through itself. Remember, I'm saying back through itself, because these are loop-to-loop connections. There's lots of them, and you need to do this. Okay, now this is where we need to get close as we can. Let me show you what's going to happen. Watch this cinch down. When it cinches down, it's going to be all monofilament against the fly line. You see that? I don't know how well you can see that, but here's what's going to happen over time. Now, it's not so much a problem like this when it's resting, because let's pretend like it's just sitting there and now you're casting it and it has a little bit of pressure. But what's going to happen is two things. You're going to get snagged, and when you get snagged, you're going to start jerking on it like so, or you're going to fight a big fish and it's going to put tension here. I guarantee you that over the course of time, the two parts of the loop that you see on either side of the fly line are going to actually cut through it. And eventually, it's going to look like that, because it's going to cut through. Okay, now let's flip it around and I'll show you the right way to do this. You'll see a completely different loop, still loop to loop. Okay, the key is, and this is, in the other one I said you went leader through fly line. No, fly line through leader, like so. Now the leader, see, before the leader went through itself, now the leader is going through the fly line. And you'll see a huge, now watch this one cinch down. Look how clean. Should be a figure 8, real pretty loop to loop. Now when it's tight, notice that the fly line is completely unscathed of how anything would cut it. That's the proper way to attach your leader to your fly line. Now, per se, it's not a knot. It's called a connection, a loop-to-loop connection, but it's a very important one. So always remember, the fly line goes through the loop of, oh, and by the way, this one is much easier to take apart if you need to. So remember, it's fly line through the loop of the leader, and then the leader through the fly line, and draw it down.